Imagine being arrested for having a beard. Imagine your sister disappearing simply for wearing a hijab. Imagine every Quran being confiscated, every mosque demolished, and every child taught to forget their own faith. This isn't the past. This is happening now in modern-day China, where over 1 million Uyghur Muslims are being systematically targeted, detained, and erased under the guise of counter-extremism and re-education. The Uyghurs are a Turkic ethnic group native to the Xinjiang region, which Uyghurs themselves call East Turkestan. Islam arrived in this region over 1,000 years ago. And for centuries, the Uyghur people maintained their identity through Islamic education, mosques-centered communities, and oral traditions passed from generation to generation. But ever since the Chinese Communist Party tightened its control over Xinjiang in recent decades, especially under President Xi Jinping, Uyghur way of life has been declared a threat to national unity. What followed has been one of the most invasive and oppressive campaigns against a religious minority in modern times. Beginning around 2017, reports emerged of so-called re-education camps being built across Xinjiang. Satellite imagery confirmed massive compounds surrounded by fences and guard towers. And testimonies from survivors revealed the truth. These were not schools, they were prisons. Inside, Uyghur Muslims were subjected to daily indoctrination, forced to sing Communist Party songs, pledge loyalty to Xi Jinping, and denounce Islam and their belief in Allah. Men were beaten for refusing to eat pork or drink alcohol. Women were sterilized or sexually abused. Some detainees were never seen again. Outside the camps, Xinjiang has become one of the most heavily surveilled places on Earth. Police checkpoints dot every road. Facial recognition cameras are installed on every corner. Uyghurs are forced to install government spyware on their phones, and their homes are regularly inspected by communist officials. Something as simple as refusing to smoke during Ramadan, attending Friday prayers, or owning Islamic books can land you on a blacklist or worse, get you sent to a camp. Beyond the camps and surveillance, there is cultural erasure. Thousands of mosques have been demolished or stripped of their domes and minarets. Uyghur language schools have been shut down. Children are separated from their families and sent to state-run boarding schools, where they are taught to forget Islam and their ethnic identity. The Chinese government openly encourages intermarriage between Uyghur women and Han Chinese men, sometimes using financial incentives or pressure. This is not assimilation, it's genocide, slow and deliberate, carried out under the watch of the global community. The Chinese government denies all accusations, calling them lies in Western propaganda. But countless satellite images, leaked government documents, and survivor testimonies tell a different story. One that is consistent and horrifying. The United Nations, Amnesty International, and Human Rights Watch have all documented these abuses. Even independent Chinese academics have leaked internal speeches, where high-level officials describe Islam as a virus that must be wiped out. So why is the world silent? Because China is an economic superpower. Many governments are afraid to speak out for fear of losing trade deals or facing political backlash. Tech companies, fashion brands, and entire industries are entangled with Chinese supply chains, some of which are tied to forced Uyghur labor. Speaking up risks profits, which is why many choose silence. But as Muslims, silence is not an option. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever among you sees an evil, let him change it with his hand. If he cannot, then with his tongue, and if he cannot, then with his heart, and that is the weakest of faith." Our brothers and sisters in East Turkestan are facing one of the worst human rights abuses of our time, and we have a duty to raise awareness, make dua for them, and support organizations that are speaking out against this injustice. This is not just about one ethnic group in one corner of the world. This is about the global Ummah. This is about religious freedom, human dignity, and standing up to tyranny no matter where it comes from. Today, it is the Uyghurs. Tomorrow, it could be someone else. We cannot claim to care about justice while ignoring the suffering of millions of Muslims being erased from existence. May Allah protect the Uyghur people, grant them strength and victory, and may we never become desensitized to the cries of our oppressed brothers and sisters. Speak about them, share their story, and above all, never forget them, even if the world does. Subscribe for more content like this, and please let us know in the comments what you would like us to cover next.